I just like to try new things.
It seems like whenever people quit or they get their shit together, that's when they die really quick.
It was only 3 days, so
yeah.
I don't think it's going to be that bad.
Death has to swim or build a boat or something, right? Rent a plane or book a flight or something.
Yeah,
I'm going to kill Nonni for smoking, but I got to book a flight 3 weeks in advance because it's too expensive. What is that, a cat?
Yeah, it's Lippy.
Oh, Skota.
No, it's Lippy.
I know, a different one, right?
Yeah. It's too dark. Oh, there you see.
The eyes. That's pretty crazy. I love that sky.
Yeah.
The sky in Iceland, right?
Yeah.
Boy, I miss it.
Yeah, it's like, it's still, it's raining a little bit, but not that much.
Oh, that's Hurricane Irene making it rain.
Yeah, that's Hurricane Irene.
Did you see when I posted that? I'm like, oh my god, Hurricane Irene's gonna hit Iceland, and I showed a picture from the news thing.
Yeah, I heard something about it. I didn't see it, no.
But I mean, I posted on Facebook when all that was going on, because when I looked at the computer modeling, where they show you the path of the storm.
Yeah, it was going to end here or something.
Yeah, exactly. I was laughing. Like, oh, wow, it's going to hit Iceland. Like, yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean...
No hurricanes? I wonder if any hurricanes have ever made it there. No way, huh?
No, but we got, strong storms, like...
Yeah, it's something else, right? They call them a nor'easter or whatever. Something weird.
And Sigga's father, he's working in Norway, building summer houses for the rich Norwegian people.
Shit, man.
And he was saying that they just don't care about, any storms or anything. They just put the house just on the concrete, and they don't even, it's just kind of loose on the concrete. But here we use, special bolts and stuff because...
Earthquakes.
The wind is also, very strong here. It kind of, kicks,
yeah.
boom, 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 so...
But they don't care.
Yeah?
Well, they've got... All these guys are looking for... They got flashlights out and they're running around.
Can you show us?
Well, they went running off back to this other thing. See, I saw these two people outside earlier, but I've been in here the whole time. But somebody's out there with a flashlight and they're looking around everywhere. Something must have happened. I've been sitting here, I'll feel stupid, because first of all, if they come up here to ask me, if I saw anything, I wouldn't even understand what the hell they're saying. I'll have to, get Benny Nero on Skype to translate at the door. I'm like, hold on, here's my friend. Let me Skype my friend from Germany.
Or lock the doors. Are they locked?
Yeah, my doors are locked, but I'm scarier than them, so I got a fly swatter here. Crush them like bugs. No, I didn't see anything. I just saw... Well, there's the fucking police.
Shit.
I don't know what they're doing, but there's in these buildings back here, there's 60 people. When I rented this place, the owner's daughter was like, we own the whole block. It's our people. This old East German guy. He's like, if anybody causes any trouble, we'll have 60 people just right there.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. Turns out I was the one that was crazy.
I love the sky here. So up here you can see my tree.
Mm-hmm.
You see the tree here?
Yeah, I see it perfect.
Yes. So we have perfect clouds coming from the east now, and tonight it's going to be very windy later on. But
I like that.
I could do some weather news here.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Matt Hollywood, when there was the whole storm going on in New York, he's like, it's gonna hit. If you want, I could do live Skype reports. But I was already at home in bed. I was like, Dude, I can't stay up till 5 in the morning.
So yeah, comedy. So
Did you work at the studio today?
yeah. I was. Here's my weather.
All right, Siga. Hi, Siga.
Hey, Anton.
You can't really see me because I'm on the actual show, I think.
Yeah, but we're watching the show, so
No,
no.
I know. We were watching a documentary about people fighting. It was funny.
Yeah, I saw it. I was eating my dinner. I was like, shit, what's going on?
I know, it was kind of boring. I was hoping it would be crazier, but then it just turned out to be sad. Those guys, those poor people shooting each other.
Yeah.
I hate that.
We need to find some art shows, like how to paint and stuff like that. Old shit.
There's that flashlight. I see it again. Here's the police light. Let's go to a special. Let me grab the screen. Let me get this going. Sorry, you'll still be on here, but let's go see what's going on.
Yeah, okay. You need to get cameras outside the building. You can just like turn the cameras.
Hello. My Deutsch is not good. English. No, I didn't see anyone. Earlier tonight, I saw 2 guys by this when I came riding my bike. They were by this track.
Which time was it?
Maybe 1 hour ago. But they were.
I mean now.
Now I just saw some.
Before 10 minutes. Maybe.
No. I was upstairs doing a TV show.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, I was just right here the whole time.
Yeah, I saw it.
Well, I had I didn't want to hold the camera in their face.
Yeah.
They're all like right here. Look, wait. Let's see.
Ertu með vasa hjá sig? Skugga? Það uppbyggast bara.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah. They're searching for somebody.
Yeah. I was here the whole time though, sitting here. And I don't do anything, you know. That's the coolest thing, right? Like they said, well, maybe it's that crazy guy that's in this room right here, up here. You know, if they said something like that, I'd be like, except that I was here the whole time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Let me find you again. Where the hell are you guys? Let's see. I mean, I've been making tea, and that was really weird though. They were like searching lights around. When I saw them outside, I knocked on the window. I was like, what? There you guys are. Now you guys are on the other side. Let me plug this back in. Let me see what's going on. Yeah, but I don't like you guys on this side. I want to find the other side. Where was it at? That was weird. They're like, oh. But one of those guys spoke English, turns out.
Okay.
So, because I just told him that my English is no good.
Yeah.
I don't mess around with the police here.
Yeah, you need to have a translator all the time, just
Well,
like with
I
you.
do. He's in the dead TV. He's an artist. He was over in the chat room. He said he was bored. So maybe, you know, like, I don't know. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
See, you couldn't figure that out. You know your TV screen on your computer?
No, you have it. Let me see.
If you press the brightness, the little sun,
Ah.
there you are.
Well, namaste. Very good.
Yeah, let's see how that works. That's how you fall.
Yeah, I know.
You fall in the hole that the cat or the dog made or something.
Hey, Glenn, who's on TV?
That's funny.
He's just outside, watching the. Hey, look at this.
The kite or the sail on the boat.
Yeah.
I like the It's funny, but I kind of like the one where you use the picture, your profile. Is that it?
No, this is a small one.
I know, but I like that whole logo on the sail better, almost, than just the skull.
Yeah, this is just to keep the Polacks away.
Hey, come on, we like Polacks too. You're talking about the construction workers there. The criminals.
Yeah, just so you know who lives here.
Yeah, like a death boat.
Yeah. Like, don't mess with me.
Yeah, but it looks like a little bit, it's like, happy Halloween! Oh,
Yeah.
wow, those police, they're like, okay. Because I told them that I saw two guys. I didn't say anything, but when I went on the bike, they were like crouching down by the trash cans.
Okay.
So I don't know, maybe they were scavenging or something. Just being weird. It looks kind of better from that side.
Mm-hmm.
I like your house, man. I like all that junk. That's my style. That's the way I do it too. Yeah.
Oh, this, how do you see? Yeah, remember this one? Like,
Topographical map of Iceland.
Yeah, from the U.S. Army.
Okay.
From the base.
Okay.
So I have the sun coming up in the east. So you have.
Okay.
So you have the shadows on the mountains and everything.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's really cool.
Simon and his battle plants.
How's Simon doing? Good?
And Simon is good, yeah.
Does he like the cage?
Yeah, he's good. He's always happy to get out.
But is Simon still friends with you and all that stuff? Oh yeah, look at that.
Yep.
Unreal, and BB's only got 1 foot, huh?
Yeah, still has 1 foot.
But
Yeah.
and Simon just picked up on being a housebird now then.
Yeah, I mean, he's good friends with the cats. And
No, but I mean, he just decided that he liked living with you?
yeah, he loves the family.
But more than being in the outside, what do you feed him?
Cat food.
And he likes it?
Yeah.
Did somebody tell you that it was okay?
Yeah, I looked it up. Cat food. And, we buy very good cat food for the cats. Yeah. It has enough protein in it and something else. So it's the perfect food for him. But then I make some drinks in the morning, and he likes to have a sip of that.
But it's so weird that, being a wild bird, that he just decided he likes to live with the people now.
So, what? Say again?
It's kind of strange that him being a wild bird, that he likes to live with the people.
Yeah, I mean, he considers himself as a cat.
Okay.
So,
how did do you think he lost his foot from a cat?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Your
cat? A cat fight, probably. So, he doesn't take it that personally. May the better cat win.
Wow.
So, and he meows. I mean, if we're lucky, we could get a meow. I could try. Meow. 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 But usually when I'm trying to get him to meow, he doesn't do it.
Yeah.
It's...
Well, because our voices don't sound like our ears hear.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's why you sound funny on the tape.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I don't sound that way when you hear
it. Yeah.
But, so I think that maybe your meow is off.
Yeah, my meow is a bit deep. So, but when Scotta meows, he's like he does it. But I've been teaching him to whistle, so he's good at that now. I'm gonna try it. No, now he's just interested in the food here on the table. So, yeah.
That's so weird. I wonder who they were looking for. Somebody breaking in, set up an alarm.
Maybe they're looking for Simon.
Icelandic Simon?
No. Maybe they're looking for Simon Templar.
Oh. Very funny. So what's your big plan for tomorrow?
Just work. Go back to the studio. Send some stuff off to Stuart.
Okay, because now you're running late, even later.
Yeah, I know, 2 days late. Has he been on a vacation or something?
He was on tour for a little bit.
Okay.
Today was his birthday.
Oh, okay.
It is his birthday for another hour for you.
Yeah, okay. So maybe I should just give him a call.
But now it's exactly midnight here in the Central European time zone.
Okay.
Don't you think it's weird that I live over here in Europe? No?
Me?
That I do.
I think it's great. Don't you like it?
Yeah, except, I'm all alone. That's why I'm on TV so much, I guess.
Yeah. And now you're going to be, now the time has changed, and so you're going to be 1 hour ahead of me instead of 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I wish they would change the clock here because, then the kids wouldn't have to go as early to school, but...
It doesn't make any sense to change it, though.
They have been talking about it, but it always ends up with like, we need to be in the same business hour, so blah, 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 the bank system, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, so we can...
Because instead of just like...
Yeah, we need to be in the same time system as the people calling us, asking us for money, and then we'll tell them we're not going to pay it.
Yeah.
We need to be able to answer the phone to tell the Netherlands and the UK that we're not paying them right now that way.
No, so exactly.
So
some Chinese people.
Yeah, tell us about what's the latest news from Chinese.
I haven't read any news today about it, but it's all under control. They're just putting it, in the shelf. So like,
did you? Yeah.
They see through it, Because we never know. Who needs a hotel up there anyway? But maybe they want to build some device to put up there. It's a high mountain peaks and stuff. You don't know. Nobody knows what they really are up to. It's most definitely sponsored by the club, by the Communist Party.
Yeah, well, I just thought it was funny because they said they were going to build a golf course and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck are you going to do? A golf course with all that wind? That's crazy.
No, that's something. But I was also talking that, this could be a beginning of something more. And then, because I think they want to build a harbor here. Because all the ice is like,
melt.
It's opening,
Yeah.
So this would be a shortcut for them, like, to Europe.
No shit.
So we're going to have like huge ships sailing around. So, but after all the crash here, and we are very kind of aware, and most of the political people here now, they're careful in all decisions.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I gotta come visit, but Stuart asked me if I wanted to plan ahead and go to Venice or something, and I was like, what do I want to do in Venice?
You can come to Little Venice here.
Little Venice.
In Reykjavik. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Little everything.
Fun.
Oh yeah, the little Venice by the pond. Yeah, the walkway.
we could sail this boat here. Take it to the pond. And Simon, he loves the boat. He's the captain.
Very cool.
So he stays usually up here in the front of the boat, and that's his place. And then he looks outside the window, watching the all the cats. He doesn't mind all the birds; they are not interesting to him. But if he sees a stray cat or something, he's like, lets the other cats know, like, hey, there's a cat coming, and, so. And I mean, he doesn't even go outside, even if there is an open window. It's like he doesn't care. He lives in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
I like that. His wings were almost like a hummingbird, but then he's like a sandpiper too.
Yeah. And he can dive very fast, like. It would be great, if I get a barn studio one day, and he could just be between the buildings or something. Because I mean, if he even would go outside, I don't think he would go away because his food is here. He's like a cat.
He has a new life.
Yeah, I mean, he knows that this is his home, and it's not like he's wanting to get out anyway. So.
It's the funniest story.
It's a children's book story, for sure.
The children love it too, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
It's like a pirate story.
Maybe he's a Chinese spy.
Or a Tibetan refugee.
Reincarnated refugee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He didn't quite make it to some good place.
Bad karma.
Did you hear about, speaking of...
Or if you look at it the other way, like it's a very good karma to get born after stalling in Reykjavik in the family house.
It is good karma.
Yes.
That is good karma. He obviously wasn't a pop star in his past life.
A Chinese pop star. Look what he is now.
Moving on up, backwards down. Did you hear about...
I mean, because he's very, he has good taste in music. He doesn't like sing with, whatever music,
Is it me? Is it you?
Okay. I mean, do you have a guitar there?
I mean, I have a guitar here, but...
Or just a flute or some kind of an instrument, because if you play it, he usually picks up on it, like, right away. It's very musical. Okay? He's more interested in my necklace now. Boring, huh?
I like this music, though.
Yeah?
It's my classical guitar that I never play. I could have a whole show about all the equipment that I don't use.
So he's like, what's this? Yeah.
Well...
Ja, við försöker inte. Ja, Embla, nej, det må du göra. Embla wants to say good night.
Hi, Embla, what's going on? You have your headgear on, huh?
Yeah.
That's okay.
She's her teeth are being fixed.
Yeah, headgear.
Yeah, so she's gonna get rid of it next week, I think.
Okay, well that's good.
So she's been very, doing it, for a year? 1 year.
Wow.
almost every night. So she's been very, very good doing it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that, but then you know what? It's good. That's good.
Yeah.
It fixes everything up.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's throwing a birthday party here on Sunday. Like she's just became 10 in August.
Oh, I'm an August baby too. Well, happy birthday, Embla.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm sorry that you can't see me on the TV, but I'll see you next time I come visit.
Yeah.
It's so funny because we I don't know. I was just playing your little We're the Radio advert today.
Ja, men måste ju till. Ja. Kan du sätta någon där? Inte nu.
She doesn't remember though. It's okay.
We'll make a new one.
You have to.
Yeah.
Because I lost some of that other stuff.
Or I could try to teach Simon to do it like TV. Yeah, radio.
Very, very funny.
No, she doesn't think so.
Okay. Well, then we'll.
So we need to. I was asking a German painter that I met.
Yeah.
If he knew Gotland Street, and he just had never heard about it. Good night.
Good night. Thanks for visiting. Well, it's in the east side over here in Pankau, like in Pankau area. Part of
that's probably why he didn't know it.
Yeah, it's where he would certainly know, like Bornholmstrasse, which is the bigger street that it's by Schönhausen and all that stuff. Everybody knows where that is.
Yeah.
Because like the bridge down the street here is the first one that came down for the first part of the Berlin Wall that came down.
Okay.
That was the one where they went like they went. The guy was on the evening news, the party guy, the general guy, one of the party bosses who said, "Yeah, we're going to allow people to go across the border now," and they hadn't discussed it. So everybody just went in this neighborhood, went immediately to that bridge, and the guard didn't know what to do. And he was like, am I supposed to shoot these people? Like 1,000 people. I mean, is that what we're supposed to do? Because they had no problems with shooting 5 or 10 people if they all made you know what I mean? If they made a break for it across the wall or something, then that was not a problem. That was just like, that's what was expected of them, of their job.
But 1,000, they would just eat them alive.
Everybody was just like, you heard it, it was on the news. And they couldn't reach anybody on the telephone. So they just kind of, I may have the story a little bit wrong, but they just kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, they just kind of like went,
Yeah.
They didn't do anything, and then it was like crazy.
But
that was just right. That was just like literally a 3-minute walk from me, kind of right down the street. And we're right.
Are you sitting still between the studio?
I just fixed my bike a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, because my seat broke. One little screw rusted through on the leather on the seat, And guys, you don't want to mess around with a broken bike seat.
Yeah. I was bicycling in Copenhagen. There are so many bicycles there.
Yeah, I was laughing because somebody put a YouTube up about how easy it is to steal bikes in Copenhagen.
Yeah.
They have this like railing on the street that's everywhere that everybody steals the bike to, and it's made from these like, it's this typical Scandinavian flat pack street fence.
Yeah.
It's like this tube fence that's on the street everywhere. And evidently just screws right apart. So everybody locks it to these things, and you could just like unscrew the cap and lift up the thing. And you're like, and that's how easy it is to get a bike in Copenhagen.
Yeah, that's what it is. I even managed to get attacked by a Pakistani riding the bike.
He attacked you.
Yeah. He just threw me off the bike on like full speed, and there were 5 of them, and a car. It was a car that stopped, pulled like in front, and like all the guys came out running after me, and I was like bicycling very fast, holding my camera because a few seconds before I took a photograph of Duncan and Sikka riding the bike in Copenhagen. And on like the main Pakistani street or something, you know, they have like where the riots were.
Oh yeah, but they don't like people photographing their women. See, they do that in Pakistan. Even they just do that as a culture thing.
And they thought that I was photographing like the children.
Yeah.
And the children start screaming or something, and this happened very fast, and they just like really got me off the bike. But I hurt my hand and stuff. But it happened very fast, and I thought they were going to steal the camera. So I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then, can we look in the camera? I was like, what? I was like, yeah, look. And they were just, next picture. Okay, go back. Next one. And they only saw this one picture I took of Sikka on the bicycle.
Fucking dickheads.
Yeah, it was like, and Sikka was like, oh my God, like, she screamed, and Duncan just, riding the bike, like, away, and...
Sigga's not a real Viking woman. She would have had their heads.
Oh, she was mad. Yeah, she did. She was, like, doing nuts, and they were like, it was crazy action.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
All right.
Stormer?
I know. He can't see he can't see us all on TV. I think because
Say hi, Anton. Come say hi.
Hello. It's late. You guys are all up.
Say, I'm sure you're going to take a part. Say Anton.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Wow, we're all looking at each other. The miracle.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
It's the miracle of technology.
Yep.
We're all just looking at each other across Europe.
Yeah, they were saying, like, speak,
Oh,
not loud. I was talking too loud.
okay, I'm sorry.
I kind of lost it in the story, yeah, but it was a good story.
And I was cussing too. I gotta be careful.
And that photograph is like classic. I'm gonna keep it like, make a big piece out of it or something.
The one that almost got you beat up. So funny.
Wow.
Einar's coming over.
Yeah, when?
Well, he said he's coming on Thursday, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I just saw him down the street yesterday. I mean, he lives on the same street, still.
Yeah.
And, yeah,
All right.
he's alone. At least he left for Sweden, his ex, I think.
Okay.
He'll tell you all about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm gonna have some Tibetan flower tea now.
Okay, well, let me tell you a quick story, and then I'll let you guys go.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just boiling water. Tibetan gold, it's called. The dream tea I was telling you about.
Really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that the Chinese, they were having some riots at one of the big Buddhist monasteries in Tibet, and a couple of the monks lit themselves on fire.
Yeah.
So you know what they did? The Chinese?
Mm-hmm.
They gave, like, the other monks around them,
Yeah.
next to them, they gave the guys, like, life in prison, or, like, 25 years in prison apiece for not putting them out.
Yeah.
They charged all the monks around the guy that lit himself on fire as a protest, the other monks that were standing,
Yeah.
anywhere that were by him. They said, you guys are all guilty of lighting him on fire because you didn't help put him out.
Yeah. And then people all over Europe are buying shit from these communist
Oh well,
fuckers.
I'm just saying that that this kind of stuff. Those kind of laws. People will say like, well, that kind of law is crazy. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in America, in Brooklyn, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Brooklyn. I just read about. Yeah, it was Brooklyn. Some guy robbed a store.
Oh, good. Well,
Some guy robbed a store with a other guy,
okay.
and when they were in, the alarm went off, and one of the guys had a shotgun, and so the police came, and there was a shootout, and the police shot the guy with the gun, and guess what? They charged the other guy with murder of the other guy. They said that you guys went to go rob this, and that guy wouldn't have been dead if you robbed that place. So you forced us to kill him, so you killed him, not us.
Yeah, okay.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
But that just happened in New York. So that's the same kind of rationale that the Chinese are using. So you can't really blame them.
No,
it's USA.
It's similar in America. I mean, if you're a witness of something, and you don't, play along or something, like, hey, you did it also. Yeah.
Well, even if you're in the car, even if you're in the car, like you don't even know, you could be with some friends and somebody walks in, you stop at an alcohol store,
Mm-hmm.
They could walk in and rob the place and then come out to the car and go, drive fast. To the other person driving, you're just in the car and they would arrest you. And bust you.
And even the laws there also, like, even if you want to play the good, Samaritan, it's wise not to, because then you could just get into trouble.
I don't know, it's all weird. I just read that these two old men that were super poor, these guys didn't have any money, right? This old guy and his son, and in Chicago, and the guy was so poor. He was going into his backyard to see if there was any broccoli or anything that he cut down because he put seeds out there, and it was all grown over. And he was looking around in the weeds, and he found a duffel bag, and it was full of money. And he opened it up, and it was like $150,000 in this bag. And he was like, he had him and his dad or whatever, the guy that lived with them. These guys are like 50 or 60 years old, 75 years old, one of them. And they're just starving to death in America. And they're like, well, what should we do, man? We need money so bad. And the one son was just like, man, if somebody threw $150,000 into our backyard like that, for whatever reason, they're going to come looking for it. We better just give it to the police and let the police deal with it. And then so the police were like, what? You found it where? Went to go look, and there was another one. So there was like 250,000. Oh, that was pretty good Skype there.
Yeah, Simon was taking a bath in the cat bowl. Did you see it?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love that house. I'm so glad you guys are still there for whatever reason.
Yeah, I've been, I'm going to use this winter to fix it up, fix everything that needs to be fixed. And then get also we have some drawings, of the backyard, for extra, kind of addition to the house that we just need to, that needs to be, the government needs to, yes, okay, you're allowed to do it, also we could, the roof, we could make like an extra floor on the roof, and that would put the value up also, even if we don't do it.
I think that stuff's really cool. I'm excited.
So
I keep trying to make plans to do stuff.
Now, I mean, also, it's, the responsibility, of the family, and, so the children so they have a home and stuff like that.
It's a nice place.
Yeah. So it's a lot of work, So and I do all the work I need to do,
You're the man. You're the man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care sweeping the floors or printing the shirts. That's what I do if I need to.
Well, I wish you would make your record because everybody was counting on having
Making
that.
records I do also.
I know.
And videos. I mean, I wish I had like 40. I'm talking too loud now, sorry. Like the kids are like, "Oh, we're going to sleep."
Okay.
So yeah, all is good here, man.
I know, but I thought you were gonna make a record.
Yeah,
You
done that,
No, well, now you don't
coming
care. You don't want to sell those records.
Yeah. It's coming out, man.
I mean, I'm over here and I've got Vulcan's record right here. I mean, I make records. See, not like
Yeah,
iTunes. It's like
but then I have a question for you. How come Stuart said that December was not a good time to put out a record? And then I was like, oh, okay, I understand. Like, all the companies are on summer vacations, etc.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, how comes record came out on A Records during the summer? I'm like, oh, okay. Is he on a special deal or? Because Stuart said, like, well, no, we need to wait. Wait until, like, September.
Let's see who's at the door. Maybe the police or somebody. Should I check? Let me go check. Hold on.
You just left. That's, how if you don't want to answer a question, you just leave. I would too.
It's okay. You guys, I gotta go open the gate for a minute. Should I play a song for a second?
Oh, okay.
Okay, here's a song. This is Dead Skeletons, When the Sun Hits.
What about... Sorry, I'm back.
Oh, that's the echo. Hi, everybody. You're watching Dead TV. There's Nonni. Let me switch because I want to be on this side. Oh, you kind of look better on that. With you, it looks better with you on that side. I think.
Yeah, on the right side.
On some side, you look some crazy color right now.
Okay.
Something weird's going on.
I only see.
Well, there's a lag, probably.
Yeah, okay.
It just takes a minute. That's just Bev chiming in at the top. It's like when other people write me on Skype, it comes over your picture, so I can read what they're saying.
Yeah, okay.
And then I can hear an echo of me talking downstairs on the downstairs computer in the studio.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you ever see all the tours? You saw when I was showing you around.
Yeah, I can't wait to come over.
Yeah, it's nice. I kind of enjoy it. It's a good space.
Also, I mean, maybe I should do, because I'm going to be busy like for a month or two to paint a lot of paintings, and maybe just put up a little show in the studio just for friends or something.
Yeah, we could do that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could figure something out, no problem.
You know?
Well, that's a cool idea.
And do something outside, maybe if the weather is okay still or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the fall's probably going to be nice, but who knows?
Yeah,
we like to barbecue.
Exactly, but at least, you know, keep it open, you know.
I'm completely open.
Doing something. And of course, I mean, when the album comes out in Berlin,
yeah,
like in the UK, I mean, then, and that's in October, so, I mean, that's maybe a good time.
We'll figure something out, right?
Do something, yeah. Most definitely.
I'm supposed to, work crazy.
Yeah, and I was gonna, do some magic.
Yeah, you're all serious.
Just to prove you know,
Just a little
just a little poop.
funny.
And I won't bring Bjarki or Disa.
They were good
Are-
guests.
Are they coming?
They already came.
They came, and how was it?
They were great.
Yeah?
Yeah, they brought harpists for her.
Great. And did they stay in the studio?
Yeah.
Excellent.
But then, Stuart came with his band. These guys.
Is Stuart now in a band? Or like,
Stuart was like managing a band for a tour
okay.
to make a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Just like, like this, some kind of like, I'll just do this job to make a little bit more money. Here, what is this? I gotta plug this in. Hold on. One of those things, like, that people do. Like in different jobs, like somebody will go, "You want to help me paint this fence? I'll pay you £100 a day or something." And you go, "Fuck it, I'll go work. I don't really need to, but I'll just do it."
Okay.
He kind of did one of those things, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't want to ride around in a van with bands.
No. But is it like a couple of weeks? Or?
Yeah, it was like that.
Yeah.
That was the guys from Queens of the Stone Age.
Okay.
It was their little band called Mini Mansions or something.
Alright.
I guess Ted manages them.
Okay.
Ted is their manager, my manager. So, he did that. And those guys all came. So anyways, Disa was staying here, and their flight came late, then they came 2 days later.
Okay.
And then, so then it was like, oh shit, Stuart just called and he's going to be here with a band. So I had to make him go
Okay.
one day early,
Yeah.
So that was kind of bad because I didn't want to do that to him, but they were so cool about it.
Okay. Okay.
They were like,
Did they were kids or just alone?
No. It's just Disa and Bjarki.
Alright.
But it was good to see them. And they were getting crazy with their friends, so that's good. They got to go out and do stuff.
Yeah.
Or just get out of their little house for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because they have a daughter now, too, yeah.
Yeah. It's necessary. It was so good to, leave Iceland just for a couple of weeks. And
Yeah, but you did it with the family.
yeah, I mean, also with the family, also taking the boys for the first time abroad.
Yeah.
So we're kind of, we've been there.
To Denmark.
Yeah.
But that's cool, because they were like, wow, huh? When they got to Copenhagen, they were like, wow.
Yeah.
Right?
So they kissed the ground.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then they came out of the train in Sweden,
Yeah.
and the first thing they did was kissing the ground.
It's like they're the Pope or something.
Yeah, and it was not something that I had been talking about or anything. This was just like they had decided to kiss the ground wherever they go.
Because they were off the boat, finally.
They're like blessing the countries they go to.
That is so cool.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so cute.
yeah.
So did they like being out in the forest in Sweden? That just blew their mind. They're like, what is this stuff? Trees? You call it trees?
That was amazing for them. And there was like also these big the Spanish snails that are eating up all the forest. They were like
Playing with them?
playing with them, and then they just saw so many birds and animals, and because also the Swedes they import like American horses and Shetland ponies and Scottish cows, so you have like it's like you're in Scotland, and there was like bears and wolves in the forest and foxes and what I call it, bobcats.
Yeah.
And also, moose.
Moose.
Yeah.
Geese.
So
I know about all the animals in Sweden. You know how I know?
My father told me that Sweden was called, like Sweden is called like Little America because they want so much to be like America.
Huh.
So you're driving in the small towns in the forest of Sweden, and it looks like you have McDonald's.
Yeah, big
It
Fisker.
reminded me of Pennsylvania, that like
Yeah.
Maryland, the forests there and stuff.
Yeah, I know how it looks.
Yeah, so that was Sweden, and I was like, shit, very weird, because a lot of immigrants went to that place, like
Yeah, just like in America, they went. I mean, just like Icelanders went to Canada, a lot of Swedish people went to like Minnesota and to Wisconsin and stuff. Lots of
Ohio probably, and
yeah, but they really went to the north. They were like, "Oh, this is just like Minnesota. This is just like Sweden. We like it here."
but Sweden, being there in the forest, like where it's near where they have the concert every year. I think you played the once.
Hultsfred.
Yeah,
Hultsfred Festival.
could be, and
They
it's
shut it
so
down.
beautiful, and it's
Yeah.
so still, and the animal and plant life is just amazing. So it's they should try to be Swedes as for long as they can.
I was so shocked. I heard that Hultsfred Festival, closed down. They stopped doing it.
Yeah.
They've had that thing for 30 years. And what is up with the world that they can't have a festival anymore?
No.
I am just they must be doing all this stuff on purpose. Like making music so bad.
Yeah, I don't know. But this is maybe another place. I think it's Emma Bota Festival. Maybe you haven't played there.
No, we played Hultsfred Festival. We played some other festival. We played some festival in Stockholm around there once too, and evidently I was so drunk I don't even remember it.
Yeah.
I remember a couple little things about it, but evidently supposedly it was like the worst thing ever. Supposedly I was really, really bad to the people of Sweden. Or everybody was just like, whoa, this guy really is a fuck up. And I always want to play so good when I'm up in these countries. I always want it to be so good, and it's always so bad in Sweden.
Yeah.
What a shame.
Yeah.
You can't do it over either.
No.
And there's no awards for being second place or third place or fifth place. But then, I don't know.
Yeah.
Go see the Neptunes play. The Nerds. What was it? Nerd. It was so bad, some of the stuff it was playing.
Yeah.
I think, when we played that festival, they came up to me and they're like, Anton, there are 10 police, Viking squad police just for you, to follow you everywhere you go, your band.
Yeah, okay.
Don't do anything. There's 10. We have 10 police just for you. And I was laughing. I said, okay. And they're like, we have to follow you. I was like walking towards the forest in between these two areas. They're like, we have to follow you. And I was like, okay, I hope you can skip fast. And I started skipping like a kid,
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about, skipping?
Yeah.
Like a little kid.
Yeah.
And I can skip really fast. Like I could skip faster than someone can jog.
Okay.
Like I could skip like it's running, but you're just skipping. And then the guy's like, I'm going to take...
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I know.
So the police officer's like, I'm going to take you to jail right now. And I turned around and I'm like, you're going to take me to jail for skipping because you don't want to run and you can't skip as fast as I can skip? And I was just like, I go, look at me right now. I just told him, I looked right in his face. I was drunk and I go, do you know what? You don't have a gun on you. And I know I can kick your ass right now. We're in the middle of a forest. I'll just beat you up. I'm not going to jail. And then some people came running up and they're like, you can't arrest him for skipping, like some people from the festival. And I was just laughing. I was just like, you're going to arrest me for skipping because you don't want to run to keep up with me. And I wasn't doing drugs or anything. But they were just being so weird. Really bummed me out.
Skipping.
And they're like, la, 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 la.
The Swedish name for that would be maybe Valhoppa.
You
Okay,
think?
I have a book here. I want to show you like a photo of my father.
Okay, let me zoom in on it. Let me find.
So this is like a book with. I mean, these are his paintings.
Wow.
Look. That's how my father paints.
Wow.
Yeah, he's color crazy.
That is great.
Right? Okay. And then I'm going to show you a picture of him. I can just. Here's his hand painting.
Oh, that's so cool.
Okay, wait. Here's a photo of him.
Wow. Yeah, I can see that.
Hi, Anton. Yeah.
Is that
You
how
can
he?
see it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is that how he looks now? Still?
Yeah. Yeah, he looks like this. Hello, Tim. Hello. I love your show. It's great. It's the best show in the world, Anton. I'll send you a painting. Man.
I wish. He doesn't want.
I'm opening a gallery next year, and I want you and Jan to, do some show there. Maybe you can do a live show from there. I want to sell Jan's t-shirts. We can do a group show together.
Did
Yeah. So he's opening a gallery, in his farm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do they get like tourist people that go to the village or something to go for vacation for summer house or something?
Yeah, a bit like that.
Wow.
This is like big axe. So I mean, he just loves colors,
I see.
It's all about the color for him. He doesn't really care about it's figurative kind of coloring.
Absolutely unreal. I'm looking to see something really quick. Let's see what happens here.
But yeah, just want to show you.
I keep trying to get on the other side of you. I'm going to try it like this now.
You never will.
I will right now watch live input camera.
You never can.
God, that took forever. I had to switch a bunch of things around. See, because I was looking the wrong way when you were showing me the art. The way.
Yeah, now we're seeing the book. Yeah, okay.
I know it's a little bit of a lag time there, right?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
So silly. We're silly people, huh?
I mean, that's the best way to spend a Friday evening, in silliness.
Yeah?
Better than to be drunk and silly in some bar.
I don't know. I mean, I've got booze here, but I don't drink.
I don't think Simon even drinks. So.
Maybe he used to drink in another life. That's why he got demoted to a bird with one foot.
That might be.
They're like, you're a great person, but now you're going to be a great bird with one foot because you drank too much. You spent all your time at circus.
Yeah, I remember him.
God, man, too bad that place got closed down. Change is good, though, I guess.
Opens many other doors, does it?
I don't think so.
No? Like, what other doors? Like,
A window?
A window. Opportunities.
How's your tea?
It's very good.
I'm laughing because we still have there's still 40 players. I've been sitting here. Wow, that's beautiful. Does it open up?
It's Tibetan gold.
It was a flower?
Yasmin, I think. No, it's not Yasmin. I was looking up today. Yeah, it's a flower in the middle. 2 flowers or something. No, it's 1 flower.
In your tea, when you drop it in there?
It's just a small, like a piece of
pellet. Yeah.
Hash or something.
Wow.
A lump of poo or something. and then it opens up to become a beautiful flower.
And it
Like
tastes
the soil.
like
Shit. Tastes like shit, man. But it's healthy for you.
Is it?
I get a bit high on it,
Well,
But-
no.
but not like crazy, it's not,
Like
no,
happy?
it's like, and I fall asleep from it,
Okay.
but I usually remember the dreams quite well, and they're always good dreams, I would say, at least what I remember, and I'm always in control somehow, so it's kind of very spiritual, advanced tea, I would say, from the Himalayas, Tibetan gold.
Very good.
Buy it tonight, buy tomorrow in a local store near you.
Can you whistle and chew gum and drive your cab? No tickets with this
No
tea.
ticket.
I can whistle, chew gum, drive cab, no tickets. This tea is great. It's like the #1 Tibetan cab driver tea. It's like no tickets. You can chew gum and whistle. No tickets in your cab while you're driving your cab with this tea. That's good. Well, do you think I'm stupid that I moved away from Manhattan to live in Berlin?
No.
Good. Because they always say if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. So I was like, I'm gonna go try that out. Isn't that funny? That's what I really said. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna see if that really works that way.
Yeah. I mean, Berlin is great,
They don't like music.
Reykjavik, is great, but it might be, it depends who you are, what you want to do. I mean, if you're a loner, it's fine to be in Reykjavik, but it's not as much to do maybe as in Berlin, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm a hermit though.
Yeah, I know, so, you could be everywhere, so, and I'm saving for the farm.
I know, but I would have moved to Reykjavik no problem. Except you know what? Those guys aren't gonna go like, you're an artist, you're not living off the system or anything. No, you can't stay here.
No.
So I'm like,
Maybe they thought you were Chinese.
I don't care what they thought.
Immigrant.
But in Berlin,
These are some laws, but I don't know how they work.
well, in Berlin, I just
it's better in Germany, I think. But
yeah,
hey, I was reading on the news today that now the European Union,
yeah.
now they have totally banned the Edison light bulb.
Oh yeah,
And I'm so glad we're not part of the European Union,
yeah.
because no way I'm going to be buying all the shit. It's like, no way. And they're not changing them in Asia.
Well, I buy these old lamps at the maybe I shouldn't tell anybody, but you buy old lamps at like the church or something, right? These old East German ones,
Yeah?
and they all have the old light bulbs in them.
Yeah, so...
You can just go to the thrift shop
Yeah,
when nobody's
probably-
looking. When nobody's looking, if you want to steal, I guess you could just like go to the church and steal the light bulbs.
And buy them in the black market or something.
Yeah, I mean they'll have them. The farm is really cool. I'm sad that he's ripping out all the old DDR stuff, like the bathtub. It's a firewood bathtub heater. So when you go in, you have to build a little fire. Then it heats up enough for one bath.
Yeah.
See, it's like a water heater right next to it, but you just put a couple little sticks in there.
Okay.
Little wood in there, and then you heat it up, and you go do something else for like 45 minutes or an hour. Then you come back and you can take your bath.
Yeah.
So it's like farm living. You figure that you're going to take your bath at 6, so you go in the bathroom at 5 and light a little fire.
Okay.
Then you come back and you do something else. But so all those machines and the old East German shit, he's tearing all that stuff out.
Yeah.
But the whole farm, would work with no electricity. So it's kind of sad to see him do that.
Yeah. And also, I mean, we never know what's going on. What's going to go.
I know. I told him, I go, I just wish you would save some of that junk in one of your barns.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
See, he's going to get geothermal. Because he's got enough property. He's going to get geothermal pipes and plant them all under the soil, not down into the earth. But I guess it only has to be a couple of meters deep.
Okay.
And they have a system that will heat your whole house like that, just being in the dirt.
Okay.
If you have enough dirt,
Yeah.
it's some weird system. But I told him to get a bunch of spare parts in case it's the end of the world.
Yeah, and also, I mean, I was looking at this summer house I've been, like, really wanting to buy, like the farmhouse, summer farmhouse. And that one is heated up with oil, which is not, doesn't happen a lot here. And it has solar cell panels on the outside.
For water?
No, for light bulbs.
Okay.
Yeah. But on the you can heat up the house with oil.
Yeah. Then you have to get that every year. Either that or catch a lot of fish.
Yeah.
Stinky oil.
Or pick up a lot of blueberries, man.
Did blueberries have oil?
No, I mean to buy oil.
Trade it?
I swap you 10 liters of oil for 10 kilos of blueberries.
I see. Barter system?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I pick the berries, I give you the oil.
They have some great farms. Will just found one that was like 10 miles outside of Berlin. He doesn't have any money, but he just found one.
Get the tea.
No, he just found a farm like 20 miles outside of town or something for five bedrooms, and it was 2 acres, only 2 acres of land, but it's the house and 2 acres for 10,000 euros.
Was that the price only paid for it?
No, that isn't Ollie's place. This is another one.
Yeah, okay, 10,000 euros. I mean, that's nothing.
The house is trashed, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, you can work on it for years.
Yeah, you could do something if you're smart,
Yeah.
If you're smart, you could buy a bunch of bales of hay and just like cover them with cement and make a killer house. You could do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
If you've got the land. 2 acres is not that much, though. You would be seeing the neighbors with 2 acres.
Depends. Yeah, I mean, 1-2 acres here is fine because there's nothing around you except you. Like there's no other farms around you.
Yeah, it just depends. His place is great, though. It's like, it's by the lakes. It's just a little street off the road, off the highway.
Yeah.
And so there'll be like 8 houses or something, or 5 houses.
Okay. But was always kind of expensive?
I don't think it was that much by money that we would think is a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's like unbelievably cheap.
But, I mean, it's a nice thing to do, like we've been talking about.
I think he got 4 or 5 acres.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty big. Like, it goes way back there. It was enough space to have, like, the old lady had, like, a couple cows and horses or goats, and her fruit trees. Then they could just live on it. But she was too old. She was like 85 or something.
Mm-hmm.
But
they've started to grow apple trees here. So, I mean, and this summer we're seeing a lot of birds that we haven't seen before. Never. So I can tell you the climate here is changing.
Okay.
And it's changing quite fast. So there's something going on,
Well, it's done that before.
Yeah, I mean, when the people came here at first, they were like forests.
Yeah, it changes. People are making mountains out of molehills because it changes, and it does wipe people out though, because there used to be like 5 different types of human beings.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if you look by science, not by just reading like the old Bible or some mystical,
Just
mythological thing. But there used to be like 5 different types of human beings. Sometimes 4 types at one time, at least 2, more than once. But there was these one guys, some of the first guys that they say went out to Africa, and they like had no hair, and they used to run way faster than we could even run, and all they did was chase animals and kill them.
Oh.
And they just like, and they said that when that happened, when those guys left Africa, the reason why they left or kept going is because all the jungles, all the trees in Africa went away for a little while, turned into a grassland. It was like a desert, and they just had to split all the way to Asia to find trees again.
Yeah, okay.
And that they were there for a long time until that even the other guys came around. But they died out like 100,000 years ago. But I forget what they're called. They're called Homo something. Bunch of homos.
Homo runners. Homie run.
But yeah.
Home runners.
But evidently then, in that time, there was no water in Africa. It was just like nothing. Very little water whatsoever. And they were just had to leave.
Desert home runners.
But it went from like all the way trees and some grass to like just within years, into just like all the trees died, or whatever kind of trees they had.
Mm-hmm.
So evidently it changes a lot all the time. So now it's changing again.
Homeopathic, Homo habilis.
So you think it was? It was one of them. It wasn't Homo erectus. It was another one of them. It was something like that. But they were around. But you know what? You can't even. Okay, you can go.
Australopithecus. Hey Anton, I'm gonna go out and smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
So you either come back or
yeah. Either way, you can just call right back in. I'll just play some music.
No, I'll just keep it open and
okay.
I won't be long. Just play a song or something.
Yeah, well, we'll see what's going on in the chat room and we can talk and I'll keep your window open.
Okay.
No problem. It's just like we're doing a show.
Mhm. Exactly.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah.
Here I am on the big screen. I don't even know what everybody's doing over there in this world, in the chat room world. So I'm going to just take a look. See if there's anybody even alive. You can smoke in here, they say on the West Coast. It's like a live show or something. This is like a live show. Yeah, we're just chillaxing. Alright, everybody's over here. I don't even know how long the lag is on this dead TV one. I'm going to hit it with a refresh. Still rocking, exactly. I'm still hanging in there. It's 1 o'clock. Oh, look at that freeze job on this one. Okay. It's like 1 a.m. now. Visiting with Nonni. I guess I should play another one of these songs, if I can find one. Let me just look really quick. Report media. What does it say? There we go. Dead skeletons. Let's see. Screw that. Let's play somebody else from Iceland. Well, let's play Singapore Sling. Because I love this song. Anyways. So any chance I can play this one, I'm going to do that. This video stinks. Or Henrik doesn't like it, but actually we like the video. It's just this conversion.
I'm back.
You are back, and there's Jesus is back too.
Yeah, well, it was a gift from Copenhagen.
Okay. How come you get those good gifts? Hi, Sigga. It's good to see your face.
Well, don't see your face.
I know. Well, you
We stayed at Duncan's in Ilva.
Okay, really?
Yeah, and so, it was very good.
How's he?
He quit drinking when I was there.
Did you talk him into it?
Huh? And so he's feeling really good. He's like, he doesn't have any money though, so I'm gonna try. I think I have an extra, like a 4-track recorder, and he's gonna record some stuff. And he's doing good.
Good.
So he's.
And his girlfriend is really
She's amazing.
Is she being a nurse over there or something?
No, she's studying to be a fashion designer.
Okay.
But she is such a Florence Nightingale. And she is an excellent cook, and it was so great, and she was great with the children, and it was really lovely.
Well, lucky.
And we stayed in this tiny little flat, just like it was.